Good morning, everyone. How have you been? Are there any new things that catch your interest lately? Or maybe some other things that you want to tell me? Or anyhow, I'm so happy that we got the chance to see each other even via online like this. And I'm going to explain some interesting topics from our meeting today. Okay, so before we start, what do you think of when I say the word fantasy? Books? Movie? Imagination? Brilliant, you are correct. Okay, for example, Harry Potter. What do you think the genre of the Harry Potter the series is? Yes, for those who answer that Harry Potter is the fantasy genre best movie, you are correct. Now, you can tell me who is your favorite character and why is it them? So, before we get into the material, I will test one of you guys' vocabulary skills. And since Harry Potter is an English British movie, so I guess their language is kinda unfamiliar to all of you, right? Because I myself sometimes do feel like the vocabulary is too hard to understand, so I had to look it up. Okay, so I have gathered some of unfamiliar words from Harry Potter the series. For example, I take the sentence from I solemnly swear I am up no to God. Who knows what the meaning of the word solemnly? And for those who answer solemnly has the same meaning as serious and sober, correct? You are right. You are very right. And then, which of you knows the meaning of the phrase mischief managed? Mischief managed. So, actually, that phrase is a phrase that was originally made by the Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling. But people nowadays like to use mischief managed as a phrase to signify task that has been finished, but particularly a task that was playful or a tricky one, like a prank. If you finish the prank, you can say mischief managed. Okay, so I made a question and you can see it on your screen. But before answering the question, make sure you guys already read the question carefully, okay? The first question is who informs Harry that he is a wizard? Number 2, how was Harry's reaction after being told that he is a wizard? Number 3, what does Hagrid say about Harry's parents? Fourth question, what does Hagrid suggest to Harry after telling him he is a wizard? Last question, according to Hagrid, how does he describe Harry's potential as a wizard? Good job for those who answered the question correctly. Please don't worry for those who hasn't answered question yet because I will be give you more question after the explanation. But before the next question, I will explain the material first. As I said at the opening, today's material is going to be fantasy. So, fantasy text or movie are stories that have magical elements, fantastic settings, and supernatural creatures. These novels or books or movie often contains adventures and quests set in locations that do not exist in the real world. Common example includes tales of witches, dragons, or enchanted forests. Some famous movie or books or stories that include fantasy in it are Harry Potter, The Lord of the Rings, Narnia, and Alice in Wonderland. Fantasy texts are distinguished by their potential to take the reader to a realm of imagination. Fantasy literature also distinguishes themselves from the other genre of reading in various ways, including imaginary words, magic, and supernatural elements, also good versus evil, and timeless theme, and etc. From learning fantasy texts, you can also increase your imagination, critical thinking skills, and you can increase your vocabulary skills. Also, you can appreciate literature a little bit more.
Okay, so I gave you this passage for you to answer later because I will give you a question after you read this first. So please read this passage carefully. After you finish read the passage, I want you guys to identify 10 verbs from the passage.
Okay, for those who answer believe, meet, think, ask, told, find, turn, shake, afford, and help. The answers are correct. Congratulations! So guys, we finally reached the end of today's lesson. Okay, please tell me, what did you guys learn from today's material, from my explanation? And I really hope that you guys can understand what I am trying to tell you guys about the material. Thank you so much for those who attend this class, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye!